Hello, welcome back to Resident Resources with Brittany Ping and myself, Tom Motyka.
What are we going to be talking about today, Tom?
I think today we're going to do a deep dive into the application process and how we can help you get through that process and get you approved to move in to one of our units.
Awesome. All right, so our application process is pretty standard, but obviously people are unique. So that's one of the things that I thought, hey, let's do this deep dive and really talk about when we're talking about what does it look like to apply with us, what are we looking for. I know that's a big piece of what you do in regards to communication pack about what you need, but let's just do a deep dive and talk through each of the points. This wonderful handout that you use, and really speak to it. So if somebody's looking and wants to know what our application process looks like, this is a great resource for them.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So for starters, I'm assuming you've already seen a unit of ours at this point. You're interested in applying now. You want to move in.
I do.
Great.
I'll be your prospective tenant. Let's do this.
Great. Well, welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed the property showing. So to fill out an application with us, jump on our website, ledgeviewcommercial.com. It's $35 for the application fee. We do ask that everyone 18 and up that'll be living there. That's one of the many benefits that we have offered to our prospective residents.
Awesome. And then what does that $35 do? What else do you need from us as the prospective tenants?
So $35 covers the cost of the credit and background check. And as part of that collection, we also want to see last 30 days worth of income statements. And we can provide a number of different documents for us to help you get through that process.
Okay, so if I work a traditional job and I get paid biweekly, what are you looking for?
For folks that do work a W-2 job, ideally you want to send us your last 30 days worth of pay stubs. We can use your household gross income for income calculations. And it's better than perhaps sending a bank statement, something we can also take, where we could only see your net income though.
Okay. And then what about like I got a new job or I'm moving and I'm taking a new job? What can I send to you at that point?
We love to work with folks that are moving from out of state, and we try to accommodate them too. So for folks that are starting a new job, either locally or from moving out of state, we can take a executed job offer letter or employment verification letter as well.
What if I live off of my savings?
We like to, again, accommodate folks as best we can. So if you have an emergency fund saved up or you've been saving for that big move to New Hampshire, we can take a bank statement that'll show us hopefully that you have some savings ready to go.
Our broker just waved a crypto flag at us. What if I'm an investor? What if I have a traditional investment account that I can access or a cryptocurrency investment account that I can access? Are those things that you accept as well?
Yes, we actually will work with folks that have cryptocurrency holdings. If you've heard of Goldbacks here in New Hampshire as well, we'll take evidence of savings in alternative currencies as well. So.
Awesome. What about I'm somebody that is lower income and I have food stamps or I have a some sort of state assistance, whether it's a Social Security or an SSDI. Are those things that we take into account as well?
Absolutely. So we get that people are living on fixed incomes. We get that people may be currently unemployed. We'll take unemployment payments. We'll take Social Security benefit letters. We'll also work with folks on food stamps, any child support, alimony, any number of documents we can accept.
Okay. And then when I get you all that income, right? So you have everything that you need. What does that next step look like from you? What can an applicant expect that process to look like?
So ideally, you've gotten everything that we need from you to get us through that application process. It takes up to 5 business days to process an application. And that's running the credit and background checks, rental verification. That's always something that's a big thing that could also work in your favor. If you have a good rental verification, we always ask that you provide your current and previous landlord contact information for your rental history. And yeah.
So when you say we're running a credit and a background check, so when a credit check is pulled, am I going to get dinged from my credit?
I'm happy to say our credit checks only are a soft pull. So you're not going to see an inquiry or hard inquiry on your credit report at all.
Okay. And what are you looking for in a credit report?
So on credit reports, we're basically looking for no monies owed to landlords or utility companies, no active bankruptcies, no foreclosures or evictions. And on a background check, we prefer not to see any property crimes or crimes with a victim. Should any of those things pop up, you could be disqualified based on.
Okay. And I know, obviously, because you come to me, right? If something like that pops up, what is it that you would do? So let's say that you do find an applicant and they have an electric bill in collections. What's the next step that you would do? Is we just out of the way, or do you try to work with someone?
No, we really do try to work with folks. We'll let you know that we found something, and if there's anything that you can offer us, any more insight, perhaps it is an electric bill in the collections, and maybe you have a payment plan already in place, or you weren't aware of it, and we are the ones to notify you of it. We want to give you that opportunity to try to rectify the situation, and that we can move past that roadblock, if you will.
Okay, and what if I have really bad credit? Do all of your owners care about that?
No. Actually, we work with folks of all, all
credit worthiness.
Yeah, credit worthiness. We work with folks that are brand new to credit, don't have any credit, and do have poor credit. One of the options that can help you overcome that, we do like to see co-signers sometimes for folks that are applying as well. And if you have anybody that's willing to do that for you, they would also fill out their own application, and we can link you both together and see if that makes a difference.
Okay, so I'm just going to do a high level. So the application process, it's seeing a unit, doing my $35 non-refundable fee, making sure I get you my income qualification, so that way we can go to continue the application processing, where you'll do a soft pull credit check, a background check, a reference check, and get it out to the owner. Now, do you get to choose who lives in these units?
We do not get to choose who lives in these units. We forward all of these applications over to our property owners, and they're the ones that ultimately make the final decision as to an applicant to approve.
And then what can I do as someone and I say, like, oh, I think people discriminate against me because, I'm a single parent, or because I'm young, or I'm too old? How do you ensure as a licensee that these owners are making fair and just decisions?
So as an agent in real estate, we have to abide by federal fair housing laws. We strip out all identifiers, right? We're not giving the owners age, family size, names. We're not giving them sex, gender,
marital status,
right. Things of that nature, right? We're stripping out all those personal identifiers, so that way they're really just making a decision based upon largely financial qualifications. So.
Awesome. Is there anything else you'd like us to know about the application process?
Other than I love to hear from folks. If you guys have any questions on the application process, feel free to reach out. We're always happy to help. That process we do try to get done as quick as possible, so that we can get you an answer. Because again, moving is a stressful time, and we want to try to make it as easy as possible for folks to make that transition.
Awesome. Thanks, Tom. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.